There is no doubt that fashion industry now has an ongoing change due to coronavirus and all the pandemic situation that we're in. When some brands like Givenchy are trying to reinvent themselves, Prada is taking this time for retrospective and reflection. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for such a great engagement on my last video on Vêtements. And in today's video we are going to be talking with you about Prada's new fashion show, rather fashion video series that were released in terms of Milan Fashion Week. And what can I say? That's brilliant. I've really enjoyed both collection and the video because finally we see something wearable. We see the true identity of a brand being shown through the clothes. This season is very special because, first of all, we are going through difficult times now and a lot of fashion brands are suffering due to some disruptions in production and the situation in general. But for Prada, it's also special because from the next season, the solo reign of Miuccia Prada will end. She's been a creative director and controlling the brand for more than 30 years. And since next season, she will be doing that in collaboration with Raf Simons, who's been appointed as creative co-director at Prada. This is the season finale for the solo designs of Miuccia Prada, and of course, it couldn't be more special. Now, talking about the brand, I do really like Prada because they still keep this chic. Yes, sometimes they're trying to appeal to younger audience and sometimes it goes well, sometimes it does not. Nevertheless, they have a spirit to the brand which is carried along through every collection, unlike for example, Gucci, that's been transformed plenty by all the different designers and all the brands that pretty much lost their identity. Being curated by Miuccia Prada. Prada has been highly conservative mostly, although they had some of the experiments with newer designs. And this collection is nothing more than a retrospective and trying to remember and understand the spirit and the morale of the brand. So today we're going to take a look at 5 videos that Prada has released in collaboration with 5 artists: Terence Nance, Joanna Piotrowska, Martine Syms, Juergen Teller and Willy Vanderperre. The collection was presented through 5 mini films directed by those 5 artists. Now, the main focus obviously is not on clothes. The main focus is on presentation and art form, art medium that each of these artists use. So first piece is directed by Willy Vanderperre, who is from Antwerp, and who else is from Antwerp? Of course, the Antwerp Six, and Vanderperre was actually a photographer for them and worked with them pretty closely. So he knows how to work with avant-garde artists, and also he knows how to transmit the simplicity yet complexity of clothing created, how to transmit the exact idea that designers wanted to deliver to the viewer. So let's take a look at the video and see what it holds for us. And don't you even try to say it was not beautiful and it didn't appeal to your aesthetic feeling. Come on, that was purely artistic vision of Prada, and I especially enjoyed how they incorporated that floral classic coat silhouette into solely black and white color scheme. Their collection generally, as I already told, celebrates the pieces that have been created previously. For example, 2005 Prada Baguette bag. Since the very beginning, Prada has been known, first of all, for their tailoring. So in this video, we can see the perfect fineness of lines. They're sharp. You can see the textile is very high quality as it just sits perfectly on your body, and that's what high fashion should be about. Because why would you pay so much money for something that doesn't fit you well, right? So that was an interesting introspective. Remembered the tailoring that Miuccia Prada started with. Next chapter is presented to us by avant-garde photographer Juergen Teller. I believe he's German. So obviously the main medium that he used is photography. What is really interesting is that he shot apparently on an iPhone. Let's take a look at the video and then have a talk after. That surely cannot be a camera, that's gotta be iPhone. Also, I gotta mention that I do really like that at the end of her solo career, Miuccia Prada started transforming the brand by including more black artists. Actually, 2 of the artists out of 5 presented in this show are black, that's Terence Nance and Martine Syms. And also we can see that actually leading roles in most of the chapters are taken by black models, which obviously is a very good thing to happen in fashion. It's about the time to happen. Also, can we please take a look at this dress? I don't know, like, I am obsessed with the textile, I'm obsessed with the silhouette, and also this little Prada logo. Generally, if you're new on this channel, you probably haven't seen my wardrobe video. So basically, I don't know how to work with colors. Let's be honest, I'm not good with it. So I mostly wear just white and black to just make the process of choosing clothes quicker. And I am enjoying this fashion show so much just because it's purely my aesthetic. Like every single piece in this collection, that's something I would personally wear. And I really miss high fashion being wearable, you know what I mean? So yeah, all respects to Miuccia Prada's final collection. This neoprene bag, which is adaptation, I would better say, a bit altered version of 2005 reissue, and oh my gosh, it looks for some reason so nostalgic and so familiar. Like that's something that appeals to you, doesn't it? And I really like how they changed the shape of a bag and made it longer. And also just take a look how it nicely fits on a hip, creating an illusion of semi-skirt thingy on top. I think that's a brilliant idea. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. another thing that I am really crazy about in this collection is, I don't know if they've done that before, I cannot remember, the empty Prada logo but with the Prada triangle shape. It strongly reminds me of Margiela's ghost labels, when you just, if you know kind of thing. Also, I am really obsessed with this boat-looking neck. I don't know how to call it, but I think it's really cool silhouette and something we should be looking forward to in fall winter fashion. Definitely take a look at silhouettes, at necklines like that. And we have the third chapter presented by Joanna Piotrowska. Now, Joanna Piotrowska is photographer and director, as you know, and her style is pretty avant-garde. She is concentrating on expression of human emotions and human connections, relationships. So her photography is deeply psychological. And let's take a look at this video and then I'll tell you my thoughts about it. By the way, this shot is referenced to one of her photographs. Generally, we can already feel how she is appealing to all of the senses. Not all of the senses, but she is appealing to hearing, visuals, and also tactile feelings by how models are touching their clothes, so you can kind of imagine what they feel like. By the way, now I'm gonna stop this video and you see this curtain. First of all, how do you think, what color is that curtain? And secondly, what is the reference? Comment down below right now. How do you think, what is the reference? Okay, so the first time I saw this video, I just couldn't believe my eyes. I was so happy to see this reference. So that's clear Twin Peaks reference to when he was in this chamber, which is not future and not present and not past. It's timeless. So that's clearly what this collection is saying, that it is timeless collection. It is a summary of Miuccia Prada's work, and I have such a deep pleasure just finding those little keys that the artist left for us to understand what they are appealing to and what is the sense of that collection. Because as I already told in all of my previous videos, I am sucker for a good reference, for a good artistic take on clothes, because clothes, there is not much you can invent in clothing, you know, like you cannot invent the wheel, but what you can do is reinvent that perception of clothing. And definitely bravo to Miuccia Prada for this collection. So next piece is presented to us by Martine Syms, who is I believe American artist, and she's trying to promote black art in mass. And let's take a look at the video. So she was going for 60s kind of look and 60s aesthetic in this video, and I'm not necessarily sure that that's what 60s look like. I feel like there was a bit more color in there.
Let's see how this looks.
Okay, so this piece I wouldn't say that I'm a fond of, because maybe I'm just stupid and I didn't get the idea behind it. Maybe it's too avant-garde for me, but I just didn't get it, so I cannot tell you anything about it. But if you understood what she was trying to say, comment in the comment box down below. And final, 5th chapter. Boy, it is so worth it. It is so aesthetically pleasing. Oh my gosh, that's so much to unpack. So we can see people running, yeah. What can it be reference to, and what I personally think is reference to, is Fashion Week, because fashion works by the clock. So you gotta always be on time, you gotta constantly be producing, showing results, because otherwise you just wouldn't be recognized, you wouldn't be seen, and you would be forgotten, because fashion, even high fashion, is so fast. We don't have such thing as slow fashion anymore. And you can see how sun is just getting hotter and hotter, because there is such a constant rush to produce more and more. And what happens next? Time stop. Why? Because welcome to 2020, the most fucked up year of our lives. And we have pandemic, nothing works, everything stopped, world doesn't work, khalas, done. And that's what they're trying to say. They're trying to show this stillness of a moment and remind that it is not a time of nothing, it is a time for retrospective and reflection of the past. Also, there is a slight reminder to the sports logo of Prada, which I do really like. I don't think they produce anything with this logo anymore, but it's still, I personally think it's a really good one. So now it is big speculation time. So looking at this emerging thing from the wall, I can suspect that that's how she imagines Raf Simons. I don't know, it gives me such a strange vibe to that Raf Simons Adidas collaboration with those slightly holographic parts of shoes in Adidas collection. So what I suggest that holographic thing is new wave, Raf Simons coming to Prada to change it. And as we can see in the end, the woman wearing white with white, blank, clear heart is just standing and watching. So my speculation about it is that probably it's a symbol for Miuccia Prada, that she has done so much to this brand that she has basically gave all her soul to it, and now she's blank. She's like a blank sheet of paper ready for the change, and that's why she's holding absolutely white, clean heart of hers. I am so excited about the symbolism of all this show, because what we gotta understand that fashion is changing, and what brings meaning to fashion now is the idea, because we have all the textiles, we have all the silhouettes, there is not much you can change, but what you can change is actually bringing idea behind your clothing and giving people more than just clothes, giving them lifestyle, giving them feeling. That's originally what haute couture was about giving feeling rather than actual clothing. Overall, that collection was minimalistic celebration of the past of Prada and her solo reign at the brand. And I cannot emphasize more how much I love this collection. I love how she just took time for retrospective. And let me know, what do you think about Raf Simons coming to Prada? What do you think about future of Prada? And of course, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up, and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.